Did you know that some of the most iconic states in the US are rapidly spiraling into crisis? Once known for their prosperity and opportunities, these states are now grappling with a mix of growing protests against figures like Trump and Musk, skyrocketing taxes, rising crime rates, and a mass exodus of residents seeking better living conditions. As political tensions rise and social unrest spreads, many voters are now left regretting their past choices, wondering if they've set their states on a path of irreversible decline. In this video, we'll explore the current struggles of 10 states that are facing serious challenges, shedding light on how their political decisions have led to these turbulent times and what the future holds for these once thriving regions. 1. New York. Once the beacon of success and opportunity, New York is now witnessing its downfall. Protests against Trump and Musk echo through Manhattan, with thousands gathering in spots like Union Square and Washington Square Park. The state's residents have been fleeing in droves. Over 500,000 have already left, according to Daily Mail. Wealth and expertise are leaving the city, and the remaining residents face sky-high taxes and rising crime. Crime is soaring, and homelessness is no longer limited to those without jobs, but also includes many who once held stable careers. Without drastic changes, New York risks becoming another forgotten city. 2. Texas. Texas, long a symbol of independence, is now facing internal turmoil. Large-scale protests against the influence of Trump and Musk have filled the streets of cities like Austin and Houston. The population surge, combined with rising property values and the strain on public services, has caused the cost of living to soar. The question now is, can Texas preserve its essence amidst rising tensions and pressures, or is it on the verge of becoming unrecognizable? 3. California. California, a state that once promised the American dream, has fallen into a state of crisis. With protests erupting across the state, particularly in Los Angeles, opposition to Trump's policies is palpable. The New York Times revealed that the state has seen a shocking 1 million residents leave in the past 5 years. Businesses like Tesla have packed up and moved to states with lower taxes and friendlier business environments. Meanwhile, the homeless population in cities like San Francisco continues to rise, with entire districts now overtaken by tents. California is facing an uphill battle to regain its former glory, but its future looks increasingly uncertain. 4. Illinois. Illinois, once home to Chicago, a city known for its vibrant culture and rich history, is now in turmoil. Over 880,000 residents left the state in 2023 alone, driven away by rising crime and the state's mounting debt. The city's once thriving economy is now struggling, with small businesses closing as a result of the ongoing instability. Meanwhile, Illinois faces a crushing public debt of over $200 billion, putting vital services and pensions at risk. With a broken social system and strained finances, the state's recovery seems increasingly unlikely. 5. Oregon. Oregon, and especially Portland, once celebrated for its creative spirit, is now a shell of its former self. The protests that started in 2020 have not only continued, but intensified, with major tech companies and small businesses fleeing the state due to high taxes and unfriendly regulations. As reported by the New York Post, the streets of Portland are filled with tents, and the homeless population has grown by nearly 50% since 2019. Despite pouring billions into addressing homelessness, the crisis only seems to worsen. The city, once a hub of artistic expression and innovation, now resembles a forgotten wasteland. Without significant reform, it may be too late for Portland to reclaim its former vibrance. If you're finding this content eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated. Let us know in the comments which state you think will turn things around and why. 6. Washington. Washington, once the heart of America's tech industry, is now struggling under the weight of its own success. Cities like Seattle, home to tech giants like Amazon and Microsoft, are grappling with skyrocketing rental prices, up more than 30% in just 5 years. Small businesses are closing due to rising operational costs, and the once thriving downtowns are becoming quieter. Crime rates have soared, with Seattle reporting the highest number of criminal cases in a decade. With the state's economy faltering and public services stretched thin, Washington's reputation as a symbol of innovation and prosperity is rapidly fading. Unless drastic measures are taken, the state may no longer be the thriving hub it once was, and its future hangs in the balance. 7. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, a state that once powered America's Industrial Revolution, is now facing the consequences of deindustrialization. Steel mills have closed, and coal mines have been abandoned, leaving once thriving communities in economic ruin. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the state's unemployment rate in certain areas is more than 25% higher than the national average. In recent years, Pennsylvania has seen a significant outflow of residents, many seeking work and better opportunities elsewhere. While the state's coal reserves were once considered a major asset, environmental regulations and rising energy costs have driven many businesses to relocate. Pennsylvania's decline is a tragic reminder of the consequences of neglecting its industrial roots. 8. Massachusetts. Massachusetts, known as the intellectual capital of the U.S., is grappling with a growing affordability crisis. Boston, home to prestigious universities and tech firms, have seen home prices surge by more than 50% in the past decade. The median home price now exceeds $800,000, a figure far out of reach for many residents. On top of this, the state has imposed higher taxes, including a millionaire's tax aimed at high earners. This has pushed many businesses and residents to relocate to states like Florida and North Carolina, where taxes are lower and living costs are more manageable. Once a beacon of opportunity, Massachusetts is now struggling to maintain its status as a hub for innovation and economic prosperity. 9. Minnesota. Minnesota, long known for its political balance and stability, is now at a crossroads. The 2020 protests in Minneapolis escalated into widespread unrest, leading to a significant increase in crime. Violent crime rates have surged by over 20%, reaching their highest levels in over a decade. The state's economy is also feeling the strain, with rising taxes and increased government spending creating a heavy burden on residents. With economic policies failing to retain investors and public services stretched thin, the state is struggling to maintain its once stable footing. Without significant change, Minnesota risks continuing its downward spiral. 10. Michigan. Michigan, once synonymous with the American automotive industry, is now witnessing the unraveling of its industrial heart. Detroit, once a thriving city powered by Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler, is in a state of decay. The decline of the automotive sector has left thousands without work, and unemployment in Detroit is nearly double the national average. Thousands have left the state in search of better opportunities, leading to vacant neighborhoods and a shrinking tax base. Despite these challenges, Detroit still holds potential. If Michigan can adapt to the new economic landscape, it may have a chance to revitalize its economy. From New York to Michigan, these states once symbolized the promise of the American dream, but now they face unprecedented challenges. The decisions voters made in the past are shaping their futures in ways that cannot be ignored. Will these states recover, or are they destined to continue their decline? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next up, we're exploring 10 countries where illegal immigrants in the US are coming from. Stay tuned for more.